everybody. Welcome to Life and Leadership Conversations with Ndumi. This afternoon, I just want to reflect on power of persistent prayer. So that kind of prayer where you continue praying even if you don't see the results. So I'd like to look at 1 Kings chapter 18 from verse 41 to 46. It's an account of Prophet Elijah. He just tells the king of Israel, King Ahab, that you know what, run because the rain is going to come. So the background to the story where we are is that there had been drought in the land for about 3 years. And then Elijah had just killed about 850 prophets. 450 of those were prophets of Baal and 400 were prophets of Asherah. King Ahab had married an idolatrous woman, Jezebel. So these prophets, all these idolaters, full of witchcraft, seduction, and all evil you could think of in this family or in this kingdom happened. And Prophet Elijah, he just killed all of his prophets. And then he says to the king, it's going to rain after such a drought. And then himself, Prophet Elijah, goes to Mount Carmel with his servant Gehazi to pray because he had to birth this rain that he had promised King Ahab. And the position that he took when he was praying, he put his head in between the knees, a birthing position. Because when you have to birth something, you have to be persistent and take a position. So he took a position in prayer in between his knees, and he continued to pray. So he kept on sending his servant, go check if you can see the sign of the rain. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was no sign, and the servant kept on saying, there's no sign. There's no sign that it's going to rain. And Elijah was not moved by the fact that there was no sign in the sky that there was going to be the rain. And on the seventh sign, Gehazi comes back and he says, well, I see the cloud like the size of the man's fist. And Elijah went, oh, that is good enough. You go. You go, let's go. I hear the abundance of the sign of the rain. So what is that teaching us? That you need to continue in prayer, regardless whether you see the signs that God is answering your prayer. In this case, he kept on sending his servant to go look if there was a sign that it was going to rain. And there was no sign. Only on the seventh attempt that the servant kept on checking. And even when the sign arrived, it was just, the cloud, like the size of a man's fist. How much rain can that be? But Prophet Elijah, because he had heard that was going to be rain, he did not even curse this. He didn't even look at the significance of the cloud. He didn't even curse the size of the cloud. He said, I hear the abundance of the rain. So what is a lesson for us? So sometimes we may pray and it may seem like God is not answering our prayers in the manner that we have asked them. But the little shoot that is coming, the little evidence, that small evidence that God has answered that prayer, speak into it. See the way that you have always prayed you have always wanted to manifest. So I'd like then to encourage you today to continue persistently in prayer and never give up. And don't care about the signs, just like Elijah. Even the signs is not coming, but continue in prayer. The abundance of the rain is coming. You have a blessed day. Thank you.